Dick Van Dyke. Dick Van Dyke. Dick Van Dyke is one of the few actors that never changed his name, and for good reason, because it's perfect. You've got a Dick, a Dyke, and something to drive them around in. I don't know what the Dyke is doing in the van with the Dick, as long as it's consensual. It's not my business. I used to love that show. I guess that makes me old. I'm so old, my pronouns are thee and thou. Where you see a cougar, I see an underage girl. And I come from an old family. My parents were old, my grandparents were old, my great-grandparents were really old. My great-grandfather was so old, if he were alive today, he'd be dead. It'd be really sad, wouldn't it? Watching plots and I got here on the CTA. Anyone here ride the CTA? Go Green Line. I like it. The one thing I don't like about the Green Line, it's not the people who lay across 3 seats, and it's not the people arguing on their phones, and it's not the crack addict in the back of the train. The one thing I don't like about the Green Line, it's not the chronically unbathed woman who crams in next to me, smashes me into the man spreader with a hacking cough. It's not the person who stands in the doorway blocking all ingress and egress. The one thing that I do not like about the Green Line, it's not the guy who walks up and down the aisle selling socks and underwear like I'm going to buy my intimate apparel from some random dude on the train. The one thing that I don't like about the CTA is when you look up and you see someone staring at you, and they look away, so you look back down, but you get the feeling they're looking again. You look up and you catch them staring at you again. And now you've got a decision to make. Are you going to keep playing this staring contest with them, or are you going to move to the back of the train with the crack addict? And it really depends on what kind of mood you want to be in when you get to work. But I'm pissed off at Hall & Oates. I know some of you are like, who and what's? They were popular singers in the 80s. They had this song, Man-Eater, but I thought it was Band Leader. Oh, here she comes. Watch out, boy, she'll chew you up. Oh, here she comes. She's a band leader. Didn't make sense to me. I was like, what is their issue with this band leader? You can't handle a little competition, Hall & Oates? Or is it because she's a woman? That's sexist, Hall & Oates. This is 1982. Women have come a long way. Look at Madonna. There was a t-shirt that said, Madonna for president. And people said, the only thing crazier than that would be Trump for president. Times have changed. Times have changed. You know, a lot of people are worried that Trump's not going to be able to get a fair trial. Every time he walks into the courtroom, the judge bangs the gavel and yells, over in the court, over in the court. He's either anti-Trump or he has a functioning sense of smell. But I like this trial better than Trump's last reality show. You know, the one where he tried to overthrow democracy? Was not a fan of that. I wish I could do a good Trump impression, but every time I try, I end up sexually assaulting a journalist. That's just wrong. You know, the weird thing about Trump is that he's anti-woke, and woke is the only thing that keeps us from calling him retarded. You can't say the R word. There's lots of words you can't say. You can't say the B word, you can't say the C word. We're going to run out of letters. The LGBTQ, etc. community grabs a new letter every day. This country's headed for an alphabetical crisis. And don't get me started on RFK, Robert F. Kennedy. He's a nut job. He spread a conspiracy theory that the Chinese and the Jews created COVID. He lost a lot of the Chinese Jewish vote with that. And it's crazy because if the Chinese and the Jews conspired on anything, it would be to open more Chinese restaurants. And then all the white restaurant owners, they'd be out protesting. They'd be like, Kung Pao chicken will not replace us. And instead of tiki torches, they'd carry shish kebabs. The counter-protest would be led by General Joe Morgenstern and his spicy kosher chicken. Very good, $9.99, try it. You know, I feel bad whenever I hear about a lone gunman. I think he should join the other gunmen and start a lone gunman support group. They could get together and go shooting at a shooting range, not Walmart. And you know, they could hang out in someone's basement, compare guns, listen to Paul and Oates, bitch about female band leaders. Anyway, that's my time.